Oh, okay. All right, welcome to another episode of Is It Rotten? I am Scott, and I'm here joined with Mac, Zach, and Eric. And today we're talking about the great American movie, Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh God.
It's finally happening, people.
Oh.
I think exactly one of those words was correct, and that was American.
That don't even count.
It's a
Actually,
movie.
that's not
That's
true.
that's actually true. That's actually not true. Correct. None of those words were correct.
Tom Green is Canadian.
Yeah, it's a
Tom
movie.
Green is a fucking Canadian. I was about to say that.
That's right.
One word is
That's right.
correct. Movie.
No, even that's a bit sketchy.
Yeah, it has to.
It's an
Oh.
author-driven comedy. Came out in 2001, written and directed by Tom Green. I mean, what's the hate about this movie? Guys, let's get into it.
Right.
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, so we usually just talk about our first experiences with this movie. It's like I've for my life avoided this movie like the plague. It's like in my mind, I was fine letting Tom Green just be the Chad from Charlie's Angels and leaving it at that. But
Or The Butler.
I remember that was also a decent movie. Yeah.
Well, look, if I go,
I'd rather watch that movie, honestly.
now,
Just him in the full body dryer.
I'll go next because I'm the one. I'm with Eric. I'm not a fan of this, but I'm going to go ahead next. I just like Eric. I avoided this like the plague. I avoided this completely like the plague because I want to remember Tom Green in Still Harvard because I loved him in Still Harvard.
Arguably his worst movie.
Fuck you. That was
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Fuck both of you. I love Still Harvard. That was funny. He was hilarious. I was trying to avoid it, and then, like I said, I'm with Eric. The Chad. I loved him in Charles Angels and Chad. It was funny. He was funny. He was weird, but he wasn't weird to the point. He was weird of a one night stand that was funny enough for me to
'Cause
laugh at.
you didn't know the real Tom Green.
Look, I watched the Tom Green show and I loved it. I watched it, but I avoided this like the plague because I was like, I don't want to watch this. I heard a lot of people talk shit about this, and I was like, I want to remember Tom Green what I remember him as. And yeah, when my first experience watching this film, I was like, boy, okay, yeah, I got notes. All right, so who's next?
I guess I would be. I saw this movie when it came out in 2001.
Yep, that would be the year.
I enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. I don't understand this cult that's built around it. I think it's a fine movie. I don't think it's like I like the ideas in it. I think it has issues, but I don't understand why it is considered as bad as it is. Like I have seen things I consider way worse than this. That's what I do not understand. Like there are way lower points in film than this. Like nothing like it's not incompetent by any stretch of the imagination.
Even Roger Ebert came around on it. Like, he gave it a terrible review. And then when he was reviewing Stealing Harvard, he was like, I'm not going to remember this movie, but I remembered Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah, exactly. There's something like
The quote the great Zach on this show. Did that make it any better?
yes.
Yeah.
No, but did what Roger Ebert said? Did that make it any better for him?
No, but he recognized that it's not, at least it's not just another generic comedy.
Just to let y'all guys know,
it's something weird and outlandish. It's not for everybody.
No, just let the audience know I'm Matt Poole playing Zach today. Just let you know that's what I'm playing. That's my character.
Honestly, I think it did help it in ways. it helped it that okay, there was some, like, even Roger Ebert's like, there was something here. I may not have enjoyed it, but there was absolutely something here, which is more than most films of this caliber get.
Right.
Most films that are considered the worst of all time generally don't even get that.
It's like, talk about like the same time frame. Pluto Nash came out right around this time. It's just a bad movie.
Yeah, that's
Blue
the
Nash
thing.
is
There's
shit.
nothing else to it.
Yeah.
But this, it's like, well, no, you can actually analyze this. There's actually things here.
Yeah, and then there are also like those little Tom Greenisms. Is like, I'm just going to do this to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, like, I mean, it all fits in with that like time period, like
He
all that
cared.
gross out humor stuff. Like, it was making a big comeback.
Like Tom, like as much as he knew this was gonna bomb, he cared about it, which is honestly very rare.
Mhm.
Because I mean, generally, if you know you're gonna make a bomb of a movie, you don't care. But you can tell that he obviously cared about the entire.
Yeah, he knew going in, like he was calling it Freddy Got Fingered. That's not going to be a successful movie.
It's not even really a main plot point.
Not at all.
Like
It's
that's the
like
thing.
a throwaway
And
joke.
also, let's be honest, Freddy never got fingered. It's just false advertising.
It's also true.
That's just plain false advertising. At no point in this movie did Freddy get fingered.
But how amazing is it that he got that title into like a mainstream movie, into like a studio flick?
Don't forget, South Park got bigger, longer, uncut. So.
Exactly. Yeah, that's I put it up there with that type of like absurdity. Yeah, but okay. So I came to this movie. I saw it also in 2001. I was big into like Tom Green and all that kind of Jackass style MTV absurdity, and like I always enjoyed it. I knew it was crazy, but like it just makes me laugh like at the most ridiculous stuff. Like when he's putting a deer carcass around his body 5 minutes into the movie, I mean, I'm just losing my shit.
Well, it takes all of those stupid writerisms.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, you need to get inside the animal. He's like, you know what? I've been told this kind of bullshit my entire life. Fuck it. No?
I
No,
agree. I love this. I love this movie. Like it's flawed in so many ways. Just starting from like a filmmaking standpoint, there's points where like the color grading changes in between like two characters talking.
Yeah.
So like
it definitely feels like the era.
Yeah.
But-
It's all like in response to that Farrelly Brothers, Adam Sandler style movie.
But yeah, let's move on to the good.
I feel like this is going to be tough for you guys.
Yeah. No, it's just,
Oh, is it favorite
so-
line? Is it favorite line?
yeah. I'll do my best line. I'm gonna go first.
If you
My
pick
best
it, I
line
will-
is technically not even in the movie.
I will kill you if you pick my pick.
My best line's not technically not in the movie. It's in the credits.
Oh, thank God.
It's the fuck are we doing?
Damn it! I'll fucking kill you!
because
You son of a bitch!
because that just actually embodies the movie itself.
I hate you so much. Damn it! Fuck, that was my line. Damn it! I was gonna pick that. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, I guess
What's your backup?
I got a couple of chuckles at this line. I'll make you proud, Dad. Proud. Get the fuck out of the way, lady! Okay, I kind of okay. I chuckled because I thought that was funny.
That is the beginning of the movie, so you found no joy the rest of the movie
Pretty much, yes.
until the end credits.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. My first laugh was in the scene with his brother, him teasing his brother about him not getting Freddie about not getting a car.
That was
and then my second laugh was, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, I wanted to do what the fuck we were doing. That was my laugh.
I literally found the rest of the movie not funny.
Same here. All right, let's go with the pro.
I went. If I were you, I'd go out. I'd have sex with strange men. I'd have sex with basketball players. I'd have sex with Greek gods, men from Greece. I'd satisfy my urges. I'd satisfy my sexual desires. That is just so.
And then she ends up with Shaq.
Yes, that is just so fucking hilarious.
Like everything that's set up is like paid off at the end.
Oh yeah, no, it's written well. Like that's the
Yeah,
thing.
it follows all of the tropes of these types of movies.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I just love that line just because it's like, that's oddly progressive for this time. This film,
considering everything that Rip Torn says is the opposite.
Oh, it is.
I will cede this one point to this movie, and that it is very well structured nonsense.
Yes,
it was.
That should have been on the poster.
Actually, that's the mission statement. If you think about that, is exactly the critique of the
should have been
comic
shown a waiver
that
before
he
we
had
got
shown in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like literally, your critique. He knows.
This
he
is
showed
nothing.
you
This
what's
is
going
nonsense.
to happen.
Yeah.
This is well drawn, but it's nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. He calls a shot.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like it's one of those movies you have to sit about. You have to think about afterwards and go, "Oh, they actually did things. It just didn't feel like it at the time."
And in line with that, my favorite line is when he's talking to the construction guy after he knocks out Rip Torn, and he's talking, "Money's no object because I had $1 million, spent $150,000 on the jewels, spent $100,000 on a helicopter. Yeah, the $750,000. That's all my money gone. $1 million." He's talking about like the budget of the movie.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like that. That is literally just I wasted the budget on the dumbest shit.
Yeah,
That's
look
just
at what
it.
you gave me all this money to do. I made a movie called Freddy Got Fingered. Rip Torn shows his ass.
It's like I never claimed that it wouldn't be this.
Yeah, exactly. They were just like, I don't understand.
Tom Green $1 million. This is what happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna take Rip Torn to Pakistan and jerk off an elephant.
We'll get to that.
Oh, God, we'll get to that later. Yeah, we got that.
Why is that your best scene?
We'll get.
So my best scene is at the end of the movie when they're returning from Pakistan, and there is one sign in the background that says, "Is this
When is
movie
this movie
over
gonna
yet? When is this movie gonna end?" Yeah.
God.
Because I legitimately could not get through this movie in one sitting.
Damn it, Eric picked another one. Fuck you today.
This is why you don't let me go first.
Damn it, I was like wanting that pick. I wanted that. Can I just say the credits?
Yeah, the bloopers as the credits is a lost art form.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the credits were funny.
It's funny. Well, what's funny is he's making fun of you for thinking blooper reel credits are funny.
That's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
Like, no, I mean, he's specifically making fun of you for liking that.
Okay, cool.
I'm just saying, like, do you realize he's, like, that's the thing. I don't think I've ever seen a movie this self-aware where you just, every time you look back and go, oh, wait, he knew that.
Well, if I had to pick another scene, I mean, I would literally say, no offense, the person who almost saved this movie a little bit is Rip Torn, and I just like him yelling for no reason because it was just funny hearing him yell. Also, what the hell?
That was a good Rip Torn.
Yeah, I was laughing at him the whole time. I was like, I'm not supposed to be laughing at Rip Torn, but I'm laughing at him. I like
every scene that they're yelling at each other is gold, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then Tom Green just comes up and just starts doing stupid shit, and that's when it gets a little bit crazy. And I was like, oh, the laugh is over. Okay.
Zach? Scene?
Honestly, I think my favorite scene is him presenting his cartoon, and he just goes straight to suicide.
You mean the first time?
No,
the first time.
Yeah, like no thought. It's like
The one thing I will say about that scene is that you could very clearly hear that gun is plastic.
Oh yeah. Well, and you actually, what I love is there's a little acting moment that I guess you wouldn't expect, where he's actually, if you notice, he's shaking, like he's doing his best to make it look like this is actually dangerous.
I mean, yeah, the whole movie he's playing just like an unhinged, shaking psychopath.
Yeah,
It's,
but I mean,
it's
like,
just
no, I mean,
jumping
like,
straight to suicide. Yeah,
yeah, it's like, and I love that the moral is no, try then blow your brains out.
yeah, because everybody in this movie is terrible except for Freddy and the mom, I guess.
I don't know, Freddy, I wouldn't give off.
He's an kind of a jerk, but he's not like
yeah, like
Rip Torn level psycho.
Well,
No, there's only one good character, and that's his friend.
Yeah.
His friend's the only one that's not an asshole.
Harlan Williams.
Marlon, and then Harlan Williams was used improperly in this damn film. That's another thing that pissed me off.
And everybody seems to work in like a bank. Like he works in a bank, and his brother works in a bank.
Yeah,
there's little vignettes that make no sense.
I was just waiting for him as soon as he said, "I got $1 million." I was waiting for Harlan Williams to just go crazy. I got $1 million. That would have made the film a little bit more funnier, but no, fucked it up. Damn it.
Or maybe the fact that he knows that you expect this every time is why he did it.
You know what? Stop trying to stroke his damn dick. Let's go.
I will stroke his dick. Damn it.
Stroke his sausage hanging from the ceiling.
Exactly.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
All right, the best scene in the movie, in my opinion, is the scene where the lady gives birth in the hospital.
Oh my god! You're gonna hate me in a minute.
It's the best scene in the movie. It's
You're
absurd.
going to
It's
get.
just why are these two like indigenous women in the same room as a pregnant woman and a guy with a broken leg? It's starting there, and then it just escalates and escalates, and then all of a sudden it becomes like this weird dramatic moment where he's like handing the baby off to this mother after biting through the umbilical cord. It's amazing.
We'll get to that later. Okay.
Because
How can you like Eric Andre and think this is too far?
Exactly.
No, I'll get to that in my
Eric
synopsis.
Andre is
no,
doing Tom
we'll
Green.
get to that in my synopsis.
And he's admitted as such.
Yeah.
No, I will get to that in my synopsis at the end. I will tell you why this don't work compared to Eric Andre. I'll tell you about that later.
Okay.
But I'll tell you why. I knew y'all were gonna bring that up, and I'll talk about that in my synopsis. Eric, what we're in worst line or
Worst line, I think.
Worst line.
If you pick my line, Eric, I'm coming all the way to New York.
God, there's honestly there's a lot to choose from. Honestly,
I swear to God, Eric, I want to choke you. You pick.
It's fair.
I want to choke you. You pick. Please don't pick my line.
Come back to me on this one, honestly.
God.
All right, Mac, you get to go first.
I'm a sexy boy, ding ding. I'm a sexy boy, ding ding. That is the worst line I have ever seen. What the fuck are you doing? I hated that. It just was like I could hear that ringing in my head every time. I was in I literally paused the movie and I was like, I was trying to blink. And I was trying to get
avoided this everything about this film.
Yeah,
believe me, yeah. That line really kind of was annoyed me the most. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
This has to be the most divided I've ever seen us.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna choose my worst line is when Rip Torn calls Betty the R word.
That was
you could kind of choose any line where he's just using a slur.
Yeah. Just the generic catch-all, but I'm choosing that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a sexy boy. Ding ding kind of annoying me and rings in my head and got on annoying it. All right, Zach.
Whatever the noise he was making with the ass dance.
Oh boy, that was bad.
Honestly, I don't mind him even the line even. I just mind the noises he was making. That's it. Take the noises away and just replace it with him telling his son to fuck him over and over, and it's fine.
And then it's a perfect script.
Yes.
All right, Scott.
All right. There are a lot to choose from. I could choose pretty much anything Betty said, but I'm just gonna go for "Time for Your Blowjob, Gordy."
See, I thought Betty was fucking hilarious. So.
Yeah.
She is, but like it's so like hard to listen to some of her lines.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like that Betty is essentially what Tom Green would create a female version of Tom Green but also like a foil of Tom Green in a way.
I disagree.
That was supposed to be Drew Barrymore, I feel like.
Well, no, Drew Barrymore was his literal wife at the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, what I saw her as is more, okay, in these movies, there's always the flawed girlfriend who is super supportive and all this stuff. It just took that to the levels of absurdity. It's less that he was trying to make himself. It's more just look at, let's see how far we can make this trope go before it dies.
She's not a character. She's just there to blow you.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing. It's like that's the idea. The idea isn't Tom Green wants this. This is, for some reason, audiences want this. Why do you want this?
Just as good.
Like that's
yeah, he's
like,
just taking it to the most ridiculous level he could think of. So he's like, she likes to be caned because she has no feeling in her legs, and she only lives to blow the main character.
Well, I think it's a huge loss that there was no rocket-propelled blowjob in this movie.
Hey, man, there's apparently a lot of deleted scenes.
there are apparently.
Like I feel like there's a whole subplot cut out with Freddy. Like with him at the Institute for Sexually Molested Children.
Can we just talk about how they were watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Why?
Yeah, and then it immediately cuts to him watching like Leave It to Beaver or something.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's great.
Okay. Worst thing.
Yeah, it's the elephant jack off one, because like the horse one, it's like the horse one is fine and has its payoff, but the elephant one, where it's just a hose a cum, I literally had to look away from the goddamn screen. It was I almost vomited.
But it leads to like the emotional climax, pun intended.
You could have done better, man.
Which is it's perfect.
Where Rip
because
Torn is crying, saying he's proud, covered in elephant jizz.
No, they could have done a literal hose instead of
this
doing
movie
that.
is the most Freudian thing ever.
Right?
Oh my God, y'all are just damn it. I
It's
say Eric is
unnecessary. It's just unnecessary.
It's unnecessary.
The whole movie is unnecessary, but like I think the argument the movie is making is that all of these movies are unnecessary.
Eric is literally got my number 2 pick, but number 1, I'm sorry, Scott. I had to go with I have it right here. The Dr. Little fucking thing I wrote in the damn. Pretending to be a doctor, trying to deliver a baby, biting the umbilical cord, and literally you forgot the part of him spinning the fucking baby from the umbilical cord.
I didn't forget. I just watched this movie this morning.
That was that
Yeah.
in my eyes was more disturbing than anything. I'm like,
Here's
and
then
then it's
the thing.
followed by the emotional moment where the baby's awake and he gives it to him.
but you're supposed to forget all that shit.
No, you're not.
Here's the thing about this scene, is that throughout the entirety of the movie, he gets arrested one time, and why is it the restaurant scene?
Because it was a fancy
significantly
restaurant.
more illegal.
They threw him out of the daggone hospital.
You mean just like every Beethoven movie that's ever existed?
I mean,
What?
my goodness, I understand y'all.
No,
like,
think about it. How many times
I am not
people get arrested in the type of films he's parodying?
Hundreds. But
And how many times do they?
You're not selling me on
And they
this.
generally get arrested for something small.
Zach, you're not selling me on this. This is just...
No, I'm not going to, because
This happens in like every single Ben Stiller movie.
Yeah, exactly. Like if
But yeah, the baby scene really fucked me up. I was like, I literally have, I literally have nieces and nephews, and I saw that I was like, oh God, I would want to kill him. Yeah, so that's just me. I'm sorry. It just
Yeah,
didn't
he's
do it
not
for me.
supposed to be a likable character though.
Yeah, but that. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, the baby's dead. There's no way that baby's crying. This is
No,
just,
he saved it. He was the hero. Remember?
he swing the baby around. That baby's dead. That baby is dead.
Not when he left the
literally.
room.
Oh my God, this is not. Oh, Zach, I'm done.
Did we lose Zach? There
No,
we
he's
go.
right here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Worst scene, Zach.
I'm actually surprisingly. I'm also gonna have to go with the birth, but mostly because I feel like it didn't go too far enough.
You son of a bitch.
And I think
course.
this more has to do with modern sensibilities. I think. I feel like he could have gotten away with more, but this is looking back on it from the future.
And once again, though, lots of deleted scenes.
Exactly. So we don't. Well, that's the thing. He's talked about having to edit it down. To
He
your
does bite through an umbilical cord, and then he wears it taped to his body later.
Yeah. Oh God, that's in my notes. Yeah.
Should be. It's fucking weird.
It's also very appropriate.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll talk about all my
All right.
notes in a minute.
All right, so my worst scene, I kind of brought it up a little bit before. It's the scene with Shaq, just because I never want to see Shaq like humping the air. That was the thing that went too far.
I don't know. I heard him talking about flat Earth once. That was bad.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Tom Green goes off on this whole thing about, all like the Greek gods, Greek men, whatever. Why was it Shaq? Why was it not John Stamos? It should have been John Stamos. It would have been funnier if it was John Stamos.
It would have.
They probably couldn't get John Stamos.
Also, in 2001,
he's got that full house.
Like, in 2001, Shaq's a better get.
Yeah, but
That's
John
true.
Stamos will be funnier though.
No, John Stamos is like, you have to understand. A lot of these people didn't meme out till way later.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's like think around this time was Clone High, and John Stamos was a hilarious joke in the finale of Clone High. So
Yeah.
there goes that argument.
Well, yeah, but Clone High was always so far ahead of the curve.
Right.
Also true.
Like that's the thing. They were so far ahead of it that.
And
that they
I'm not
were-
gonna argue that like this is better than Clone High.
No. Although both do have Tom Green.
That is true.
Yeah.
Lick the book. Lick the book.
Okay. So that we did worst line. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
now I guess we're moving on to our pitches for.
No,
we got to.
Oh, we still yeah.
We got to
I
twist
mean,
this rotten.
I figured it was not rotten, right? I figured we just
No.
just
no.
bypass over this.
No,
It's the Great
no.
American Movie.
No. You got X. Me and Eric and Zach. Each of us is the questions.
Okay.
so
All right.
I'll
I'm
let
glad you two are going first, so I know how I can balance it out.
Yeah.
Eric, is it rotten?
Yeah, I'd give it like a 30. Honestly, there's really not much I can say about this movie. It's not my kind of comedy. Like, well, let me reverse. It's like there is a level of absurdism that I do like, but the execution of the absurdism is where it falters. It's like the randomness itself is structured well, but the greater structure is where it falters.
Okay.
All right, Mac, is it rotten?
Hell yes, it's rotten. No, I agree. Also agree with Eric. It's 30. It's a 30 to me. And I'm gonna worry over my problems. Horse ejaculation, saying I'm a farmer. I already said that part. Making fun of handicap.
They drink it in Jackass.
Making fun of handicaps. Pretending to be. I already said that.
Well, no, he defends the idea of handicapped people. Actually,
I'm not done yet. Thinking nothing will go wrong after this point. Hitting a paralyzed woman. Thea finds his umbilical cord.
It was completely
Tom Green is on coke during this film. Has to be. Look.
I mean, that's not a detriment. Most people are on coke when making movies. That's a known fact.
Look, I'm gonna.
I mean, that was just half of Carrie Fisher's career.
I'm gonna tell you my synopsis of this film, and here's my problem with it. I feel like I understand that y'all are saying, well, you like Eric Andre. The reason why Eric Andre to me works is the fact that they're not the people who are in the comedy that are in the bit of him doing this crazy, nasty shit, they are not, the people are literally unknown to it. So you're filming people who are literally acting to do this. And
but if Eric Andre were to make a movie, like he's doing the Tom Green show.
Yeah, he's
actually done that though.
He actually done that.
Eric Andre make a movie?
Yeah, he actually did that. And when he did it, it actually looked like the audience. There was no actors. They were literally.
It was done in the style of Bad Grandpa.
That's funny. And see, that to me is funny. What he did was, it didn't feel like genuinely funny because it didn't feel like, oh, I'm supposed to laugh, and I'm looking at these people like, oh, am I supposed to laugh or am I? Because these people don't.
Actually, I think what Mac is really hitting on is a major fault of this movie, and that it's scripted reaction.
There we go. That's what I want to say. It's scripted. It felt scripted. Yeah.
It's like because there's either no reaction to what he's doing or a scripted reaction, it feels false in a way.
And in the Tom Green show, that's not half that shit he does is not scripted. That's a genuine reaction. That was the pizza bit. That was hilarious. I laughed my ass off at that because it was genuine. Those people were like genuinely like, what the fuck? Really? You doing this shit to me? Like, that's what makes Tom Green funny. This film felt like, oh, I'm gonna script that. I felt like, and I understand it's a fight against the system, and I understand what Zach is saying, but I'm also with Eric. It's not my cup of tea.
It's like the only way this movie could have worked is that everything was one take, and I doubt that it was.
It was. No. I think if it was one take, and that would have made the funny movie, to me, funny. If it was one take, I laughed my ass off of this shit. But it felt like Tom Green was trying to get perfection for this film. And I agree, he was trying to do it, and I felt like with that type of shtick for Tom Green, him trying to get something perfect does not work. Tom Green
I think there's a lot of like evidence that it was more along the lines of like the one take thing. Like when he's hopping out of the
but we wouldn't have got
when he pulls him out of the shower, you see like Rip Torn like avoid the camera. Like he didn't cut around that.
No, there's
about the color grading earlier.
No, yeah, there's evidence that some of it was done in one shot, but not like it wasn't like no. I actually understand this criticism. This is a valid criticism, and it's mostly due to Tom Green's style of humor being very reliant on live reaction.
Not like I said, and that's my problem with it. I'm not saying that y'all act like I hate Tom Green. I actually love Tom Green. My problem is this didn't felt like what he would do. This felt like something forced. And I want Tom Green to do Tom Green, which I will try to fix in my sequel pitch because I will.
I think more so it was Tom Green trying to make Tom Green in a movie-shaped hole instead of trying to carve out his own way.
Yeah, that's the way I felt. Because when I watched Tom Green, I was like, I want to see Tom Green. I don't want to see a script. I think
you saw a lot of Tom Green. I think it's the other way around that way.
Okay, well, we'll see in my sequel pitch. Get ready.
We'll also talk about stuff in my sequel pitch.
It's going to be probably a little bit. I probably.
Well, most of what my sequel pitch is, I just got a great sequel name, and I'm gonna try to work around that.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna work it. I got mine.
All right. Well, before we get to that, Zach, is it rotten?
I'd say yeah, but only it's like in the high 50s. It's not incompetent. Like, I get if it's not your thing, but I've seen way nastier, incompetent filmmaking than this. You know?
Like
Sure.
in a movie we recently viewed, for instance.
Exactly.
Shit. Yeah.
God, I
Yeah,
feel so called
no.
out.
Like that's the thing. It's like like I said, I'm one of those people that does not understand the cult following around it. I love this movie, but I also don't worship it either.
No.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, I mean,
it has flaws, and that's fine.
At no point have we ever said that Tom Green didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah. We did not say that.
It's like
Very true.
Tom Green knew full well exactly what he was doing.
Right.
It's just whether or not that worked.
Well, yeah, he actually got dragged off stage at the Razzie Awards because he said he specifically made this film to get a Razzie, and then proceeded to play the harmonica until they threw him out because
Yeah,
he's
that's
Tom
funny.
fucking Green.
Right.
Like, no, I actually agree that a lot of what hampered this movie is the lack of live reaction. But I also look at it of its time. Like that wasn't even a concept yet.
Right.
The idea that you could mesh live reaction with scripted elements, that wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, but also it feels like it should have been a thing that Tom Green. It's like knowing what we know now, it feels strange that Tom Green didn't think to go that route. Just even if it didn't exist at that point, it still should have occurred to him to try to make it more like a show and less like a movie.
But even still, like, look at somebody like Sacha Baron Cohen, who kind of had a similar-ish trajectory.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like the Ali G movie was kind of more in line with something like this. It's just like a ridiculous, straightforward comedy. And then he did Borat, which was more like what you guys are describing.
Yeah, like I
Right.
feel like if he actually would have gotten another whack at it, I think he probably could have refined this a lot.
Right. Like if this wasn't such a big movie, like if it was a smaller thing like the Ali G movie, Ali G in the House, like maybe he would have gotten a second chance to do the Tom Green thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I don't judge it too harshly. But at the same time, it's like, no, there's enough mistakes here that it's not entirely fresh either.
Look,
No.
guys. I could defend. I think I speak for Eric. This movie was originally a 10 on Rotten Tomatoes. So for us to put it at a 30 is not bad. We actually
Oh
went
yeah,
at 20.
you're
We
not
could have been
no,
worse.
discounting it the way they did.
Yeah. We're not.
Yeah,
We're not saying this. We're saying they're wrong. It's not a 10. No movie deserves to be a 10. But a 30 is.
Well,
some movies do, but yeah. But
You've been watching Neil Breen recently. There are movies that deserve 10s.
Oh no! Well, Neil Breen is like an.
there's something there. There's something.
No.
there.
Neil Breen
He's
is
making
not a 10.
statements. He's talking about America.
No,
Maybe.
Neil Breen is literally on the number. It's literally in.
I also
the negative range.
I also would like to once again bring up that I believe both the Cheaper by the Dozen movies are below 10.
All right. Speaking of, do I think
Yes.
it's rotten?
All right,
Yeah.
Scott. Is this movie rotten?
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
definitely rotten. I'm in line with Zach. I think it's like 58, like a high 50.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's rotten. It's not a great movie. I laugh at it, but yeah, it's bad.
All right. Sequel pitch, Eric.
All right. So basic, starting from the title. The title of my sequel is Freddy Got Back.
Oh my God.
Oh,
So-
no.
This movie it's like it takes place like 3 or 4 years after the end of Freddy Got Fingered. Freddy finally able to escape the Institute. It got to a certain point that while visiting him, his brother just said, you could just walk out. You just walk out right now. They're not gonna stop you. And then they just walk out and it's fine. So then he gets back home, and then he's not in the rest of the movie.
Freddy Got Back. Nice.
Freddy Got Back.
I like it.
it's like 90% title.
It's 90% title. It's 90% title for 1% of the movie, and that's basically what we got in this movie.
All right, Mac. What's yours? Your sequel?
my sequel pitch, damn it, Eric, that was a good title, but I'm just gonna go and get a little bit more simpler. I say Freddy Comes Home, and it's not come, it's CUMS home.
That'll never pass the boards.
It will not, but I want that. Freddy Comes Home. And
Make it CUMZ, and that might pass.
yeah, that's
It'll premiere on Pornhub.
It will. But Freddy Comes Home. So what I want to do is literally, I forgot the name of Tom Green. Tom Green's back. Gordon.
Yeah.
Gort is literally going through, and his father passed away, and he's doing some funny shit, and actually getting a live reaction of. Getting live reaction with people in the funeral home, like, oh, my father just passed away. Oh my God, just like fumbling around and just doing stupid shit, stuff like that. Actually getting a live audience reaction to stuff like that. Then we're going to him, and he walks out, and he's trying to, just doing random shit. And he just, the whole premise of the story is him. He just sold his Zebras in America is not doing too good, but at the time, he's trying to, he's begging them. Like, he goes to executive, which will be played by, once again, I forgot his name.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall. And he literally goes in there, and he's like, I beg you, come on, please, let me do this. I'll suck your dick if you let me do this. Like, he does such a shit like this, and just literally on his
He's actually the most chill person in the entire first movie.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah, he is. And then he literally is about to. He said, okay, I will find a way. Okay, what do you think we should do? Movie. So he's trying to figure out the muse to make a Zebras in America movie. And, he still do live action stuff. What I want to do is blend in live action shit with live reaction with him doing the movie at the same time.
You want to Roger Rabbit this?
No. I want a live reaction from the people, like he goes around with live people. Live section with people around him while he's filming this. He's doing stupid shit while people are in a live reaction with this, which makes it a little bit more funnier, which is what they should have done in the first one. And then, towards the end, in the credits, Freddy literally gets, at the end of the credits, Freddy literally breaks out of the compound and is like, I didn't get fingered! Just runs out, and then that's a live reaction. People are just like, what the fuck? And then that's like a live reaction to him breaking out of the facility and he's running. I think I would love that. So yes, Freddy Comes Back.
Okay, I got some notes about the title, but other than that, sure, let's do it.
Yeah, Freddy Comes Home, sorry. Yeah, notes about the title. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey, it works. I wonder how Freddy got fingered, but Freddy Comes Home.
All right, Zach, what do you got?
I honestly don't have a title. I just was thinking about it. I actually have two pitches in my head, but I think I'm going to go with the one that actually could be done and makes sense to most people. One, I want the sequel to be all puppets. I think that would. I think instead of making it it's all puppets, but it keeps breaking away to the puppeteers because I want this to be a fake reality show of Freddy trying to put together his family again after all of this.
Okay.
And since Rip Torn is dead, they just use old clips and he's just like a fucking urn.
So can we?
No. Better idea. The part of Freddy's father will be played by Emma Thompson.
Oh my god!
They just keep. But I like
She'll
the
do
idea.
it. She'll definitely do it.
She'll do it.
But
she replaced Zed in Men in Black, so might as well.
Comment on the ideas of Kardashians and stuff like that using puppets, and that it knows it's not real and it's more him. The whole thing's actually a psychological thriller of him. And he's made up this entire fake world.
Question.
Puppet people.
Can we get a team up? Can we get a team up of Matt Stone and Trey Parker on this?
No.
Fuck.
No. This still
down.
needs to be Tom Green unadulterated.
I really want to see Trey Parker team up this could be what we've been waiting for, Team America 2, but just let Trey Parker and Matt Stone help them out with it.
No. Let's see. I want like Muppety looking things though. Like,
But you didn't think they were Muppets? No, they were dolls. Damn it.
no, they were based off the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like, no, they were based on something very specific.
Wait a minute. Is Team America Team Police rotten?
Yeah.
Probably.
There's no way it's not.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but there's no way it's not rotten.
Yeah.
Right.
No, like I'm just saying, like the idea of okay,
Nope, it's
we
not.
keep them. No, it's.
What?
Surprising.
I think at that point people had caught on to them. You know.
It's true. Even
But-
still, like,
I like the idea of like commenting on the idea that all of this shit is super fake in reality TV, and it's like literally people are controlling puppets. That's how fake this is. It's that fake. It's all done from the point of view of Freddy trying to reality TV his family together again.
Question: can we get a sex scene with the as the puppet?
No.
there have already been too many puppet sex scenes in movies. It's weird that that's a thing.
Like,
It's hilarious though.
Anomalisa, Team America. It's just
No,
Happy
Team
Hour.
America, like
Now-
nobody will top
Now,
Team
Zach.
America.
Zach, can we have Freddy's caretakers played by some of the Henson kids?
Oh my
yes,
God.
absolutely. I want the Henson family on this. I want
Yes.
them to like. I want their logo to be prominent when they're in the background. Like, no, I want there to be like, this isn't fourth wall breaking. There's no wall. There was never a wall here. What are you talking about?
This is the Muppet Show if it was filmed at like 10 degrees further down.
Can we get Tom Wiseau as like? Can we get Tom Wiseau as a cameo and they just tell him get the fuck out of here?
No.
No.
Oh, come on.
I don't
Stop
really
adding
want
Tommy
many.
Wiseau to everything.
Also,
All right.
I don't really want
All right.
cameos.
I
I
got-
want.
Gordon
Scott.
Ramsay.
Let's. All right, my pitch is simple. I don't really have a pitch, although it is. I just have an idea. Just
was an
do
idea.
Zebra in America
Oh, you son of a bitch.
as an Adult Swim TV show. Just why isn't that already a thing? It's perfectly in line with all the crazy shit that's on their network now.
How in the world did you manage to frame your shot so that none of that was visible this entire time?
It's a low design. You can see the top of his
I
head.
actually thought it was Bob's Burgers, to be honest. 'Cause I went to the top of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that felt like an MTV short that just got filled by that Tom Brady said.
Liquid
Hey, I want-
Television was fucking awesome.
It was. It felt like a failed TV show that was done. I felt like when I watched that, I felt like did
It did have that sort of weird fluidity of like a super jail,
mm-hmm.
but I mean not like the insane colors of a super jail, but just the fluidity.
It actually reminds me the most of like something like Mr. Pickles, honestly.
Yeah, it was also very Mr. Pickles. Yeah,
Oh, Mr. Pickles is fucking awesome.
But that's the thing. It's like there's a lot of room to grow, really.
Yeah.
Like
Either that or a prequel about Rip Torn's character.
All right.
I want to know more.
Well, too bad. Sadly.
played by the Ashes Rip Torn.
Yeah. Yeah.
played by Emma Thompson. it's the Ashes of Rip Torn, played by Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
All right, guys. This is a good episode.
This is a lean episode. I'm surprised that we actually managed to keep it.
Well,
It's a lean movie.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's weird because I think it's because I'm usually on the negative attack, and it's like I don't got that at all for this.
Yeah.
But I also
And-
don't have a glowing recommendation to give either.
Yeah, and
It's like you don't necessarily disagree with either argument.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so all right, guys. If you don't know, this is gonna be posted in November. I don't know what it's gonna be posted
Soon.
Soon. It's
Soon.
gonna be posted soon. It might be Thanksgiving. I might post this on
You
Thanksgiving.
got what? You got 9 days.
Yeah, so we're posting it in the next 9 days. So guys, happy.
Why are you telling them they can't see this unless?
Anyway, guys.
So this is going to be posted sometime in November.
Sometime in November, the next 9 days. But guys, next month, for the month of December, we are going to be doing, all 4 of us are going to pick a film that we truly believe that is rotten. But no offense, we literally, whatever, doesn't matter what these other guys say, we truly believe that this film is not rotten. And to make sure that it's not borderline rotten, I told these guys to pick something that we believe is 70 or above, which is very tough. So that means, well, hold on, 69, no, 70 or above, because 69 is not right, 60 is fresh. So 70 will be beyond fresh. So anything 70 or above, we really got to believe.
And 80 would be to go even further beyond.
It's further beyond, but I'm trying to be nice here. 70 or above is something that we really believe that we're trying to really pick at Rotten Tomatoes like they fucked up. So we got to literally get this right. So, Zach, you've been given the message. It's your turn. So it's going to go Zach, then me, Eric, and then Scott. And we're going to try to do this in sequence in December. We're going to try to push this out in December.
All right.
Hopefully.
I've been thinking about this. I'm going to go with Hits.
Hit.
It's David Cross's directorial debut. It's on Netflix.
Hit. Film.
It's a dark comedy, and I think it just got overlooked.
Is it HIT?
Yes.
Is it HIT hit? Okay.
Yes.
2014 it came out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of predicts the entire concept of how bad viral marketing can go.
All right.
So it says hits.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
And it has Amy Sedaris, which I love. Amy Sedaris is the shit.
Michael Cera and Wyatt Cenac. Good cast.
Oh yeah, it's a great cast. Like I said, it's really bizarre how overlooked this got.
All right.
So we're doing hits. We'll try to do that quickly.
Yeah, quickly.
Very
Well,
quickly.
it was a Netflix kind of original, so
Gotcha.
it's easy to find.
All right. Well, that's it. Scott, what you got to plug me?
Nothing really. Just the other shows on this network. And you can find me on Twitter at Chewbacca Defense.
All right.
But what film?
Oh,
I'm picking the film now? Oh, I thought we were doing plugs. My bad.
No,
No. Hold on.
I'm not picking my movie.
No. Let's go ahead and do this because I already. Know
I don't have a movie yet.
Well, I'll go ahead and surprise my movie. Zach picked his. I'll go ahead and give mine, and then y'all can go in next after mine. Is that fair? I already know what I'm gonna pick. Mine's is gonna be Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah, I know you just been itching to do that one since you realized it was wrong.
There's no chance. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. It is. It's just straight bullshit. It's bullshit.
I've got mine too. I'm not going with my original choice, which was Super Mario Brothers. I'm going with Speed Racer, 2008.
Oh!
Speed Racer's a good choice.
It's a good choice too.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I think this is odd because I think so far I don't like Die Hard with a Vengeance, but I can understand Mac liking it.
Yeah,
and I can definitely understand Speed Racer. It's like none of these are I don't understand.
Yeah. None of these are not like Blank Man. But you clearly hated it, but I understand. Yeah, I understand.
And my mysterious third in the process pick is yet to be determined because I haven't picked it yet.
All right. But
It will probably be an animated movie.
Probably.
Honestly, probably.
Probably gonna be
It's like because that's the easiest one way for me to be like they just didn't get it.
probably gonna be Problem Child.
Problem Child had a cartoon, but it wasn't an animated.
And it was ahead of its time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Problem Child rotten even?
I think it is.
Because I don't know. I used to see that movie all the time. I loved it.
I love it too. Let's see, Problem Child.
Like they would never get away with any of it now, but
actually, let's see.
Zero?
Yep, 0.
The fuck?
Dang
No
it!
way.
The regular show movie is rated 84. Damn it! They do realize how good of a movie that is.
If they did regular show, I would have picked that too.
Like maybe Problem Child 3 is rotten, but like a 0 on the first one?
They made 3 of those?
Yeah, they did.
Oh
And
my
a cartoon
god.
show.
I know the first 2.
On the ill-fated USA cartoons that like I saw. I think I saw them.
All right, guys. So
It's Swamp Thing, and it was Wild Thing, except named Swamp Thing over and over.
all right, Eric, what you got to plug? I know you got to get going. I'm sorry, man.
You can find me as always on Twitter at @BunkBunker. You can find me on this channel, on this show, on Gamer Grudge, defending that belt very soon.
And you already got called out by TPP saying this keeps bringing the belt to England.
All right. Come on. No, I'm just desperately looking through movies.
Oh no, I
It's like-
understand, man. I understand. Zach.
What?
Okay.
What do you got to plug?
Nothing. Tired.
What? Oh God. You know I love you, Zach, man. All right, guys. You guys who I am, Matt Cole. If you don't know, I've changed my scenery. As you can see, I'm in my room. While we're doing this review, I was just rearranging my films, listen to this cult bullshit of this film. No, surprise, no Die Hard with a Vengeance. But you know, I got films like Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
What about the White River Kid?
I'm still not come yet, and I'm mad that it's not come. Oh, I got the Friday collection, and
The Friday Collection?
I was gonna say, like, the collection of Friday should be the movie and the animated series, and then everything else is forgotten.
How do I not know about all these animated series?
Because you don't pay attention.
I guess
There's a
not.
Jumanji animated series.
That
Oh,
I remember.
And it was done by Klasky Chupo. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been watching a lot of weird shit lately with
Eric's
animation.
favorite.
Balls of Fury.
Balls of Fury.
Speaking of Christopher Walken, I don't know if that was on the recording.
All right, guys. Let's get go. I'm gonna go ahead and end this recording. We'll see you next time on Is It Rotten, people. Peace out.
Bye.